Hey guys, it's Alicia here. Welcome to today's video. So for today, I have just like a bunch of Physicians Formula products to try. So some of these are new. Some of them I've had in my collection, and I just thought that this would be fun to do because I already had quite a few of their products, and there were some that I was wanting to try, so I thought I would do a whole dedicated video for one brand. Now, I do have a few products that aren't Physicians Formula because they either just don't have a product for it, or I just didn't pick one up. But, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, I did already moisturize my face, but I'm going to start with my eyes first. So they don't have an eyeshadow primer that I know of. So I'm going to use the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying Brightening Eyeshadow Primer. I really like this one. It is really brightening. I haven't been using it as much as I used to because I've been so stuck on my MAC paint pot. But recently I've started getting this one out and playing with it again, and it really is a good one. I really do like it. And it only takes like a few seconds to blend out. I am using a big mirror today because the eyeshadow palette I have doesn't have a mirror, so I'm just going to use this. So there we go. There's that all blended in. So now I'm going to go in with the Butter eyeshadow palette in the shade Sultry Nights. So this is what it looks like. There's all the shades. They had another one too. I think it was called Tropical something. It smells just like their bronzer. I love this smell. So I'm excited to try this, but I'm also kind of nervous that I'm not going to like it as much as I want to. And the only reason I'm really feeling that way is because this shade right here next to this blue, I was so excited for it because it's kind of like a cooler toned shimmer, like a champagne-y shimmer, and it's really pretty, but it swatches really weird. Like, it's really chunky and kind of patchy when I swatch it. You can't really tell on the camera very well, actually, at all. But like, also when you look at it, it has like little specks of something in it, it looks like, almost. I don't know. I don't know if I got a defective one or if they're all like that. I don't think they're all like that because when I was looking at them in the store, they weren't like that, but I ordered it online on Ulta. So who knows? But I don't know if I'm going to use that shade today or not. I want to, but not sure how it'll look. But that's okay. We'll just go ahead and, try this out anyways. So I do typically set the base down for my eyes, but it's not very, this primer isn't super sticky, and they don't have a really good base shade in this palette to use. There is this one up here, but it's not like a matte. It has little specks of glitter in it, so I don't want to use that for that. So I'm just going to use this shade right here as my transition shade and go with that first. This shade is very creamy and smooth and buttery, that feels nice. So hopefully this shade will work out. Very powdery though. That definitely kicked up a lot of powder. But I'm just going to go ahead and start blending that into my crease. I honestly don't know if I have high hopes for this palette. I kind of did until I saw that it came with that one shade like that. So now I don't know. And I want it to work out because this palette is like $16, $17. I mean, it's not cheap, especially for drugstore. Physicians Formula is one of those brands that is a little bit more expensive at the drugstore. So you kind of expect that. But for that much money for a palette, I do want it to work well and not just be okay. Because you can get an okay palette for $5 to $10, maybe even cheaper. You can even get really good palettes for $5. I have a couple Wet n Wild palettes that are amazing, and they're only $4. So, okay, this shade, blending out like a freaking dream. I like this shade a lot. It is perfect. It's a perfect transition shade. So far, I like this color. Plus, like I said, it was really smooth and creamy. I like when my mattes are like that. And it's blending out so well. And it's pigmented. It's not super pigmented to where, like, it's too pigmented and it's hard to blend out. It's like the perfect amount of color payoff. Like, I didn't even really need to go in with a second layer, but I just wanted to. Okay, I think that looks really good. So now, they have, I'll probably have to go into that shade. The only drawback is that it's not really a lot of mattes. There's actually only really one true matte, the one I just used, because these deeper shades down here do have specks of glitter in them. I don't really like mattes with glitter, but maybe I'm gonna have to make it work. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade on the outer corner. I think I'm gonna take, well, no, I'm gonna take this brush actually, my Anastasia brush that I just dropped. I'm gonna go ahead and lay that down. Ooh, this one is super powdery. Lots of kick up. Again, that doesn't really bother me, but it's just something to take note of. Okay, wow, this shade is not very pigmented at all. Like, if I would have went in with the fluffy side of my brush instead of the flat end, I probably wouldn't have got anything on my eyes. It's just very soft. Like, it's not like it's like super unpigmented. Like, you can see it there. It's pigmented. It's just not like as pigmented as I thought it might be. It's a very soft shadow. Which, I mean, I guess it being their butter formula, like, I don't know, in my head that kind of makes sense, but I do want it to have some pigment to it, which this does, but I kind of wish it was more pigmented. I typically like a darker color in the outer corner. I wasn't really wanting to use the black all on my outer corner, so. But okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of that color on the fluffy side and just like blend that up to the crease. I feel like I lost a little bit of that color on this eye, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. Because I almost felt like when I was blending it, it kind of blended away a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going to take that brush I used in my crease before and just fluff all that through, adding no extra product. I mean, these colors are blending together really well. Not having any patchiness or anything, so that's good. That outer corner color just isn't quite as pigmented as I was hoping it would be. It's not terrible though, so we can still work with it. So I want to play with some shimmer now. I'm going to swatch some of these shimmer shades. Okay, this one over here is a little bit kind of like the other one. It doesn't have those specks on it, but it's very just rough feeling, almost. The shade right here. But when I swatch it next to it, it's like smooth. It's a lot lighter though. That would be like an inner corner highlight type of shade. I'm going to swatch these two up here. The golden and like the coppery shades up there. I mean, those look pretty. They're not anything like spectacular, but they're pretty. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the blue and then like this green glittery one and then this purple one, because why not? This purple one looks like it's just glittery basically, like it looks like it's kind of like a matte with glitter type shade. But I just really want to get a feel for these colors. Wow, that green is like something. So there's that green. Wow, that purple is very soft. I'm going to go in that again, see if I can build it up. And there's the blue next to it. Just because I want to see what it looks like if you built it up. Like, if you use this on the lid, you'd probably have to pat it in with a flat-ended brush. And then kind of blend it out. Because I feel like if you use a fluffy brush, it would not show up very well. So I have a specific look that I think I want to do. Like, I want to use the green, but I also really want to use the blue. And based on these swatches, I mean, the most impressive shade really is the green, it looks like. I don't know. But I think I really want to take the blue, so I'm going to take that blue shade. And put that on my finger, and I'm going to put that more towards the outer corner. It's a very soft blue, like it's nothing like intense for sure. This is not a color that I feel like you could overdo because it's so soft. So I like the shade, but it's not what I was hoping it would be, I guess. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade next to it, the one that I'm having issues with being really chunky. And let's see if we can get it to do anything. Okay, I'm kind of torn because, like, it looks pretty, but I don't know. Almost looks like it's making, like, I don't know how to explain it. Little, like, texture marks. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense. What I mean by that is, like, you know, if you, like, pack on a shimmer with a setting spray on your brush and, like, you keep going in and, like, how it kind of makes those, like, little, like, spots that almost look like texture. If you've ever had that happen to you, because I have. That's kind of what that looks like. And I feel like I'm really having to use a lot, so that might be why it's doing that, but I think it's also just because it's, like, so chunky. I'm really having to dig hard in this pan, too. Oh, it almost looks like scaly, like fish scales. It almost looks worse on this side than this side. I don't know. I think I knew I was setting myself up for failure when I started to use that shade. But I just wanted to see if it was going to look any different on the eyes. Because that's the shade, when I saw this online, that I was like really intrigued by. It just looks really unflattering in the pan as well. Like, just... Well, now I think I'm going to leave it at that for right now. And then once I finish up with the rest of the face, I'll come back and maybe add some more color or something. So real quick, I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and just wipe all of the fallout off, which there was a little bit with that blue shade. Wasn't anything too bad, but was a little bit of fallout. Okay, so we'll come back to this later. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. This has been on the market for a while. I think it's around $15. It's nothing like extraordinary. I mean, it's just an illuminating primer. Like, I don't think it's like the best one out there that like, oh my gosh, you have to run out and buy it. I think it's nice. I do like it. It's just, I don't like think it's necessarily any better than any other illuminating primer I've tried. But I do really like it. Like, it does the job. So I do really like it for sure. But like, if you don't necessarily think you need one, then I wouldn't buy it. Because unless you really, really, really want to try it. And if you do really want to try it, I say go for it because I do like it. But alright, so now I am going to use my Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation all over my face. It is in the shade LC1. I absolutely adore this foundation. It looks so good on my skin. It is one of my absolute favorite foundations right now. Like, I am loving this stuff so much. And I don't mind the packaging. I know some people don't like the doe-foot applicator for sanitary reasons, but I don't mind it. I'm okay with it. I don't like the smell of it. It does have a scent. It isn't necessarily like amazing, but it's not anything like completely overbearing. Like, I can't usually smell it after I blend it in my skin. I was having a really bad breakout there for a minute, and right now, I hope I'm not jinxing this, my skin has finally kind of chilled out from it. I'm healing now, which I am so freaking glad, because it was getting bad. I was just getting those really big, like, they're like zits, but they're the big ones that just like won't pop. They'll just sit there and be red and just hurt. Those kind. I had 3 of those on this cheek, 1 down here. First I started with 1 down here, then 1 over here. Then those went away. Then I had 3 over here and 1 right here, which is healing. It's just a scab now at this point. So I can't wait until it's just fully gone. I'm so over breakouts right now. Everything is okay, so hopefully it'll stay that way. But beyond that, though, my skin looks amazing right now. I love this foundation. Like I said, it really helps my skin look nice. So I really love that. Now, they don't have a concealer, unless they do and I'm just not aware of it. But if they ever come out with a healthy concealer, pretty sure I'm gonna be like the first one to try that. Because I really, really love the healthy line so much. I haven't tried the healthy lip products. I kind of want to. I'm just not like a huge liquid lipstick fan. I've heard good things about them though, that they're not like super drying, so maybe sometime I'll try it out. But for right now, I don't really need another lip product. I'm trying to be conscious of the makeup I'm buying now after I bought all this stuff. But I didn't buy like a crap ton of this stuff. Like I said, I already had some of it, but I do really want to try a healthy concealer though if they come out with one, because I love the foundation and I love the powder. By the way, if you're wondering what concealer I used, it was the Flower Beauty Light Illusion in the shade Fair. And I really love that concealer as well. So now I'm going to go in with the Healthy Powder. This is in the shade LN3. I love this powder so much. It is so nice. So I'm just going to take that on a little Real Techniques brush and just brush that under the eyes to set the concealer. I think this is my favorite, like, press powder at the moment. I do really love my, what is it? The No. 7 Perfect Light Translucent Loose Powder. That is a beautiful loose powder. But I've been reaching for this a lot lately to set the face and everything too. I love this combo of the primer and foundation though. It just gives me this really pretty glow. Like, I haven't used this primer in a while because I just have newer ones I've been using. But I think I might start using it with this foundation more often because it is looking really nice. So that is that. So now I'm going to go into the Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. This is like the best Physicians Formula product there is probably. Well, I don't know. I love the foundation as well, but I love their Butter Bronzer. It is amazing. It was my first, like, loved bronzer before I started trying other ones. I still love it. I still use it all the time. I do have their, like, palette that they came out with. Oh, I don't know. Was it, like, a year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that? I think it was like a year or 2 years and a half ago. They came out with this Butter Collection palette that has a bronzer, a blush, 2 highlights, and a fragrance, which I can show it to you in a minute. I bought that because it was a really good deal. It was only like $12 at my Walmart for the whole thing, and I love the Butter Bronzer so much that I really wanted to get that palette and try it so I could try the blush and highlights in it. And I love it. I love the blush in it. I don't really love the highlights in it, and the only reason I don't think I love the highlights is just because they're not like my forte. But this is the palette that I was talking about. It's also too deep for me. This was the medium deep edition because at my Walmart didn't have the other ones. I've showed this on my channel before. I do really like it, but I don't reach for it as much anymore because I have a better shade in their bronzer for myself, and then I just bought a new of their Butter Blush because I want to try another shade. But it also comes with this Butter Paradise perfume that smells like the butter products. So it is amazing. I love that. But now I'm going to go into the Butter Blush in the shade Plum Rose. I've never tried this shade before. It looks very, like, neutral, so I hope it shows up well enough, but we're going to try. Because I know their other blush that I have in that palette is more on the neutral side, or more on the, like, kind of almost can't see because it's so subtle size. I have to really build it up. This one, I actually like that. I don't feel like I have to build that up. Like, it's just very nice and subtle. I like subtle blush, so I'm here for it. And it has that classic butter smell, which I am also here for. So now I have the Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. I'm so excited to try this. I hope it's not too, like, overbearing for me because it is very bright, but it looks really pretty. So I'm excited to try it still. It is very creamy and smooth, just like their other butter products. So let's just go ahead and start applying it. Okay, that's not like anything too intense, like I was kind of worried. I mean, it is pretty like boom in your face. It's definitely not subtle, but it's not like super intense to where it's almost not wearable. I actually really love that. I think I actually like it more than I thought I was going to. Just because of the shade. I thought the shade was going to be a little too much for me. But like I said, I actually think I really like this. Could see myself wearing this. Okay, before I add too much, I better leave it there. So there's that. I have used almost everything so far. So now I am just going to do my brows real quick. I'm just using my LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I don't even know if it's... I think they have brow pencils, don't they? Physicians Formula? I think they do. But I just didn't see the need to pick one up because I love this one so much. I'm not exactly looking to try a new one right now. So I'm just going to keep using this one. And I'm trying to, like, for this video, the products that aren't Physicians Formula, trying to still use drugstore products so that it still be, like, affordable for you, if that's what you're wanting. But this is my favorite brow product, like, anyway, so it's not like I'm just using this to be affordable. I'm using it because it's my favorite. If you don't know, it's in the shade Brunette, and it matches me, like, perfectly. It's a very more, like, neutral brown. It's not super warm tone. It's not super cool tone. It's, like, perfect. I absolutely love it. Because I kept struggling, I feel like, to find the right brow pencil because of the shades. They'd either be too dark, too light, too red. This one is perfect. So that is that. I don't really add too much to my brows because I don't really feel like I need to. Sometimes I can have a heavy hand. So that is that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up with the eyes. I kind of wanted to add something to the lower lash line. Maybe. We'll see if we can do it and not look crazy. Okay, well, first of all, I was wanting to add, if you wanted to know, that was just all of my makeup brushes. Anyways, I'm going to take that black and try to line up here just a little bit, not like a crap ton, because I have an eyeliner I want to use. I just want to kind of line the outer portion just to see how intense this is. It's pretty black. It's nothing like super black, like amazing, you know, but yeah, I mean, that was okay. Like I said, it wasn't really anything spectacular. But I was wanting to take the brush and kind of take that glittery green shade. Hope I don't regret this. And kind of stick that along the lower lash line a little bit just to see what it does. So it is honestly not really doing anything. Maybe this shade is just too chunky to use a brush with. Maybe let's use setting spray. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that, so not even gonna continue. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner. I am super excited about this. I've heard that this is really, really, really good. It doesn't seem like it's like super black though. I don't know. Thought it was going to be more intense. It's in the shade black. I don't know if they have different shades or not, but I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and try it and hope for the best. Let me just shake it a little bit. Okay, so this isn't really like any better than any other eyeliner I've used, honestly. It's just not super black. It's kind of more on the blackish grayish side. I mean, it definitely lined my eyes. You can definitely see it on there, but it's pretty easy to line with, so I do like that. I just wish it was more black. I don't know. I was honestly just expecting more from this because I've heard such amazing things about this eyeliner. I watched that Taylor a lot here on YouTube, and she's talked about that eyeliner multiple times, so it's made me want to try it. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I got the right one, but who knows. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and add some mascara, and we are almost done. Almost done. So what am I doing? Forgot that doesn't have a mirror. I'm using my Flower Beauty Warrior Princess mascara. I don't really love this mascara, but I wanted to use one that you could find at the drugstore. I do have a collab one that you can get at Sally's as well, but in case you're wanting to pick all your products up at the same place, like at Walmart or something, then I want to make it a little bit more convenient for you. The only reason why I'm not sure that I really like this is because it's very liquidy. It just seems like it takes a while to fully dry. And then that happens where you get mascara on yourself. Now I just wait for it to dry and then I chip it off with my finger. Because if you try to rub it off when you first get it on, it's just going to smudge everywhere and ruin your makeup, and you don't want that. Other than that, I like what it does to my lashes. It makes them look really pretty. It is a really pretty mascara, and I love the wand. I love these kind of wands on mascaras. I don't know. And it flakes and smudges on me throughout the day, too. So. I think I'm just going to add one coat today. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead and take, where's my brush? Oh, right here. And take this really champagne shade that I said would be good as an inner corner highlight. I'm going to do that because I feel like an inner corner highlight really just brings any look together no matter what it is. That shade is really pretty. Okay, so now the only other thing to do is the lips. so I have the, also in the butter line, the butter, I don't know if it's called the lipstick or lip butter, I don't know. It's a butter lip product. It's in the shade Soaking Up the Sun. So I didn't really think about this when I was doing my eye look, but this won't really match the eye look too well because it is a more like peachy shade. Oh, it is so pretty, and you can tell how creamy it is. It is so creamy and comfortable. I love this so much. It doesn't really look too bad though with this eye look, but I would typically do something a little bit more warmer tone with this lip color, but I just love it. Now my only thing is, if you're gonna get one of these, I don't know that I would recommend a really dark shade because they are so creamy. This one tends to slip around sometimes on my lips, even if I use a lip liner. Today I didn't, but even if I do, it tends to slip around, so I don't know that I would want to get a darker one because of that. But they do have a bunch of shades. This just happened to be the one I gravitated towards. Now, what I don't like about it is the packaging, because once it goes up, it doesn't really go back down. I have to kind of squish it back down. And I don't know why mine does that. I had to have gotten a defective one. I don't know. It's really frustrating because I love this product so much. I use it a lot. But that aspect of it is really, really annoying. So now I'm going to see if that mascara has dried. A little bit too much. There, we're almost good as new. Okay, so this is the finished look. I have to say, I love how the complexion is looking. Even for not using a pore filling primer like I normally do, I feel like my pores don't look bad. Like, I love how my face looks so much. I'm just completely like baffled by how nice it looks, even without using a pore filling primer. There are the eyes. You can tell the eyeshadow has already, well, not really creased, but transferred quite a bit, which is awesome. But yeah, okay, so that was everything. Let me just do a quick little rundown. The primer, like I said, unless you're in the market for an illuminating primer, I don't necessarily think you should run out and buy this, but I do think it pairs beautifully with their foundation. Their foundation, I definitely give a huge thumbs up. I do give a thumbs up to this one too, but their foundation is amazing. If you're looking for a nice, lightweight, comfortable, not full coverage foundation, this is amazing. And the drugstore, which makes it even better. And their healthy powder, absolutely love. It's a very nice powder that doesn't make me look cakey, because a lot of powders tend to look cakey on my skin. I have a hard time finding a powder to set my under eyes with that doesn't make it look cakey. This one is amazing, so I totally recommend this. The butter bronzer, obviously I recommend. The blush as well, recommend. I even really love the highlight. I don't think it's like too intense. I think it looks very beautiful. I think if you want to make it intense, you can definitely build it up. Like, you can definitely see it on my cheeks and everything, but it's more a little bit more subtle than I thought it would be, which is perfect for me. The eyeliner, I don't know, I'm not really that crazy about. I mean, it's just not very black. Like, it's just more of like a charcoaly color. I don't know, and I was expecting it to be like really black, because I like my liners to be really black. This one that I've been using, that I keep saying I got my Ipsy bag, I mean, look at the difference. That's the Physicians Formula, and this is, whatever this one's called, I don't remember. And then I have one from Ico. That one's looks like it's even more black than the other ones. And I think I have, yep, one from Essence, their waterproof liner pen. Even this one's only $3. This is the cheapest liner I have. And even that one's super black. Like, these are all way more black than that one, so that's really disappointing. I don't know. I still want to use it because I don't want to waste an eyeliner, so I'm going to try to keep using it, but I don't think it's my favorite. And the eyeshadow palettes, honestly, I don't know that I would recommend it. I mean, the mattes, I really, really, really like. I really like the mattes. So I do like that, but I mean, you don't really get a whole lot of mattes in here. And the black is okay, but it's not like, I don't know, anything like super amazing. I mean, it does its job, but I don't know. And the shimmers, I just don't think are anything like too spectacular. I mean, this shade was really pretty in my inner corner. Like I said, I love the mattes. The blue was okay. This, no. The green, maybe if I used it on my lid, that would have worked out better. So I'm not going to dock that shade any. These two, though, these looked really nice when I swatched them. Like, I probably should have used those shades, but I really wanted to try the blue and branch out. So as of right now, I don't think this is something that you should run out and buy unless you really, really want to try it out. But if you're on the fence, I wouldn't do it. That's just me. I'm going to play around with this some more, though, see if I can figure out something, you know, any of these shades that work better. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that, though, for right now. I think that is everything. So yeah, that is all for this video, though. I hope that you enjoyed watching and that you actually stayed watching this long. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.